first and 10 from the 46-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Porter. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. He's got it. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
At the 11-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
They don't need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. On the direct snap, it's Peoples. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
On the direct snap, it's Peoples. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The extra point here would tie the game.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Arizona State answered the bell away from Tempe today with an impressive victory. The Sun Devils knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the Trojans are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Sends it back in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
The Trojans have it with a first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little time. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Catch inside the 25. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Trojans have their offense in high gear. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Hauls it in. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jordan. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and you've already seen him make a critical mistake earlier in the ball game, and you're going to make more of them if you don't make your feet a priority. Just pause for a second. Steady those feet, get them quiet. Now I can make a more accurate throw.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown USC!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air, it's Ncaa. The screen, he can go. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
He's tackled.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Porter. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw on first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Going to swing it on second down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They go to the ground, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Murphy. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
They booted away on 4th down. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Peoples. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Defense showing blitz here. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He's going to lose a yard on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Finds some fresh air. Breaks into the open. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Dropping back, it's Murphy. Bringing the heat. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes.
Ohio State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And this one will be stopped for no gain. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Ohio State 7.
He'll put toe to leather and get this 2nd half started.
Set to kick off.
He'll bring it back from inside, and the ball is loose on the return. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll try the left side. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Back to throw, it's Ncaa. Rushes on him. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Trojans. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting turnovers, and it starts with the pass rush. It was the hit on the quarterback that forced the throw to not be as accurate as the QB would have liked. Nice job in the back end, securing the interception, and then taking it the distance.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Utah delivered a masterpiece performance today and gave notice to the rest of college football. This is a team that can win anywhere, any way against just about any opponent. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to the running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. Using the quick game. Boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Look out, he's got room. Breaks the tackle. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Hansen. Can't get him to the ground. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Hansen. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Second down.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Hansen. Touchdown, Trojans! And the pummeling has started. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line.
Will take over. First and 10.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Just a short pass to the tight end. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now, and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Just keep slinging it. Got a man. It's Porter. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays. They
turn to the passing game on third and short. Fires to the big fella. absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understanding they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play, the defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On fourth down, going to the air. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on fourth down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical fourth down and execute.
And the Buckeyes are marching down the field. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Here's the pressure. Short gain on the play before he slides.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. The short hands, it's Peoples. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Buckeyes in the hurry up. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the fourth quarter. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Quick handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Trying play action. Buying some time as he moves left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Southern Cal. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They tack on a little extra here in the fourth and just about set to break this long losing streak.
Yeah, salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
And the Ohio State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
So now it's 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Grab near the sticks, it's LeBlanc. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just...
And it's his 4th interception of the night. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. He'll take a shot. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Oftentimes, as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Murphy. Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, USC! Fired in from the red zone for the score. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win. My goodness, he is putting on a laser show right now. Leinart, Palmer, Pat Hayden, Marinovich, you name it. These guys are going to be looking up at this dude.
Just spinning the bean all over the yard, and that's why you come to USC. Those names you mentioned, and you know that ball's going to be in your hands. You get to go make plays, and he is doing exactly that.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going for it all. Makes the catch down the right side. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Zings it complete to the right. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Ncaa. Oh, they're after him. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Going for 6. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, Mountain West teams colliding in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Nevada stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Reno. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. A busy day in the Mountain West, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Jacobs. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Jacobs. It's incomplete. Tried a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Jacobs. Creates a little space. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. It's Hansen. He's going to keep it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Back to pass, it's Murphy. Quarterback extends the play. Blasted as he lets it go. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, USC.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Trojans! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They add a little more to the lead as they are right on the verge of ending this long losing streak.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
Ohio State offense will take over. First and 10.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Right on the money.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
To throw, it's Ncaa. Under fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his second sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Hums it downfield. Hits the open man. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Buckeyes have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. Here comes the Heat. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. It'll be first and 10 from the 30. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Looking to throw on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Caught over the middle. It's LeBlanc. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to.
Driving for the goal line. Loose football. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead.
Ready? Break. Single. Set.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He uncorks one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like this living.
There he goes. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting a drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Washington State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and Pullman behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Colorado. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to pass, it's Sayin. With the catch, it's Smith. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the...
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fakes to grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. 1st and goal for the offense.
1st and goal, Ohio State.
They'll go to the air. Fires to the end zone. And his 5th interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown Trojans! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They build this lead here in the 4th, and man, has this been a long time coming as this brutal losing streak is close to ending.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.
66, Ohio State, 21.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down.
And the Ohio State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On the snap, it's Jacobs. Bringing it back. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.